This is a podcast.
PVD Fables.
No, baby, wait!
We read stories from the internet and embarrassing personal stories.
Not to be forgotten tales of the ocean states.
Something was wrong and spat out the severed upper body of a motherfucking mouse.
Oh my god. What a turn.
The city of Providence, Rhode Island. You might think you were in a foreign land.
Oh, this is PVD Fables. So you know how actual podcasts like have a host and they fucking, introduce the people? I'm going to actually do that for this one for the first time. Oh. Welcome to PVD Fables. With me here is Corey Bush.
Hello, hello.
And I'm the host, Terry Clark. I guess I'm the host. I don't know. I didn't really...
I would say that you're the
host. All right,
host.
I'm the host. I'm the host for the evening, master of ceremonies. I guess that.
I'm looking forward to some supposedly true fables, I have to say.
Oh yeah, we got some local ones, some ones from the internet as always. But I'm trying to blend in more of the stuff from Rhode Island, because there's a lot of crazy shit going on. A lot of it's depressing, so it's kind of hard to, don't want to bum everyone out. But
I mean, everyone's bummed out anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. I try to find some funny stories.
Why?
But a lot of it is
change anything.
A lot of it is murder. Unfortunately, that goes on in Rhode Island. It sucks.
Yeah. Rhode Island, Massachusetts, everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the whole New England. It's kind of crazy. But since you're here, I'm just assuming that this is going to end up being a Twin Peaks circle jerk. Anyway.
I mean, it might. I'm very excited for Sunday. I can't even lie about that.
Yeah, we may as well just get the jerking out of the way.
I have to tell you though, I was gonna do my best to not bring it up, but you opened the door, so
let's just dive in. Let's dive in right now. Get it out of the way.
All right.
And then
I'm just gonna say straight up, I love Naomi Watts and I love Laura Dern.
Oh my god. I definitely have always been a Naomi Watts fan. I didn't even know it. Like in middle school, I was a Naomi Watts fan, B. For real. Like, I don't know. Ever since The Ring, I was like Naomi Watts.
I think it was the first time that I watched Mulholland Drive.
Okay. Yeah, that was like icing on the cake for me. I was a fan before that,
Right.
But
you got a little bit on me there.
Yeah. Sorry. But certainly
who's your favorite Twin Peaks character?
Out of everything now?
Out of everything.
Might be Agent Desmond, possibly.
All right.
He's a badass.
I think I'm a little bit basic because Audrey,
yeah. Okay. I kind of like the obscure characters sometimes. What's his name? The one Matthew Lillard played.
I honestly don't even know his name, but I know the character.
Will
There's
Byers.
so many characters.
Is that his name? Or is that fucking Stranger Things?
I don't want to say and be wrong, but I think that it's Stranger Things.
That's probably Stranger Things. I think his name was William something, though. I don't know. But Matthew Lillard, his performance in it was fucking out of this world.
Yeah, it kind of caught me a little bit off guard because I don't really ever expect too much from him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he played Shaggy Doo in a live action Scooby-Doo movie. So exactly. As soon as he came on screen, I was like, all right, this is gonna go one or two ways. It's gonna be pretty cool, or just horrible.
I like that movie. Not so much the second one, but there's a special place in my heart for the Scooby-Doo live action film.
Yeah, I kind of like. Yeah, the first one. The second one is kind of horrible. Definitely, pretty atrocious.
I think that movie just had a birthday.
Wow, William Hastings. Yeah, got the William right. So there it is. So many theories online.
I think I saw one that it might be a dream, and I was like, no, please no.
What, like the whole thing?
Yeah, an Audrey dream.
All of it's an Audrey dream. I mean,
I swear I saw an article about this.
That I wouldn't rule that out, honestly,
But-
because it's
No,
definitely
yeah.
possible.
I mean,
It seems like that could make really good value out of her short screen time.
that's what I was thinking.
That was all a dream.
I mean, I just glanced at it. This is the first time in my life that I'm watching a TV show and avoiding all spoilers and all, theories and articles.
Oh, wow. I dive into the theories, so interesting.
I'll take a look back after, but
Okay.
I want to just. I've been trying to keep like an open mind and like my own little like ideas in my head.
Yeah, because there's a lot of crazy ones. I don't know if you want to hear some.
I would love to hear some.
Okay. Well, I just see because people just are, honestly, the Twin Peaks community. Those people are madmen. They are crazy men and women that pick apart everything. They know everything. It's fucking crazy. And the one that was the weirdest. So obviously, it's like amounted to nothing, but the scene where the two brothers buy the play gym for Sonny Jim,
Yeah.
and and Dougie comes home and him and Naomi Watts are like watching him play, and it's like in slow motion him playing around everything, and there's just like a spotlight oscillating around like the play gym and everything, and Sonny Jim. It's all in slow motion. Fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly how like Maggie's death was with Bob. It just had the spotlight and it was in slow motion.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That is strange.
Yeah, so it was like weird, like parallels like that.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, like you wouldn't unless the internet like implanted it in your fucking brain. I told you they're crazy. They're the craziest theory that I ever heard. It was complete bullshit, and it was like in the very end of one of the episodes, the like Frost Lynch Productions, where it's like the static, that like the little bump at the end for them. There was a like inside the P in some of the parts where like it flashed, and it didn't on other episodes. So people try to translate that into Morse code.
What?
Yeah, I was like, all right, get the fuck out of here now. That's not real.
Spoiler alert. It's nothing. It
Yeah.
means nothing.
It was because it was like all of the FBI goons and Diane were on the flight for the first time, and like some of the windows glitched like that too in that same episode. So like some people try to connect the dots, but I was like, okay, you guys are. That takes too much time to plan.
Yeah,
That's not real.
I don't think we're going that deep into it.
Definitely fucking not. But yeah, that it's all Audrey's dream. That's possible.
I'll tell you the one thing that was pointed out to me by a friend that I found the most interesting is the scene where it's the end of an episode and the guy runs into the diner.
Yeah, he's like, oh, have you guys seen Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before he comes in, everybody's like seated one way and dressed one way. But after he comes in and they show the restaurant after he left, everybody, for the most part, is all different and they're wearing different clothes.
No shit. I think I heard that, but I didn't even realize that. Wow.
And if you watch Shelley's reaction, it's almost as if she noticed it, but then brushes it off because she's like, not that anyone can see me, but
Yeah. I'm just like
like very puzzled. It's interesting.
everything in Twin Peaks feels like a dream. Every single part of it. Except for really the sheriff's department. That seems real. Set in real life, because it is connected to like things that are happening
That's
like,
where
Las
Diane
Vegas.
is, in the sheriff's office or sheriff's department.
That's fucking, oh my god. It's like, it's too much. But like what could feed that theory definitely is that it does feel fucking dream-like. Isn't it dreamy? Like the Roadhouse is always so weird because like they always show the sequences of like the two people at a table. It's almost like a Tarantino scene where it's just like two person at a table and it's always a different person. So it's like you're almost seeing like it's just like a different channel. You're changing the channel on like Twin Peaks. Like here's another little small situation that's.
I think it will certainly be
complexity.
interesting to see this Sunday. See,
What it all amounts to.
Yeah, that. But like, especially like Cooper coming back to Twin Peaks.
Unbelievable.
At like the location itself.
Of course, at the very end, he comes back.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. As amazing and how much I've loved this season, it's dragged a little bit in points for me.
Oh, certainly. I was almost done at some point. I was like, I don't even care anymore. But then it pulls you back in towards the end. Once they wrap up the Dougie Jones shit, is when you start caring a little more.
Yeah, I just hope that we get the ending we deserve after all this time.
That's the forewarning you have to give the noobs, because usually you're like, get past the first episode, and then it's all easier. But now it's gonna be like, all right, after the return episode 10, you're gonna feel something. just keep powering through that, and it'll be all right. It'll resolve slightly.
What's happening here?
We got some FF3 going on. Is that what this is? Oh, just original Final Fantasy.
Maybe it is. Huh.
Okay, alrighty.
I have
right on. I don't know how this is happening. Twitch sometimes just like goes on like a television and just, it's like, here's some more content, fuckers.
Yeah, I can't believe that I've never really like used Twitch.
Oh, it's kind of fun sometimes, Yeah, like I said before we started, like to find, if there's some new game out that you might like and seeing if it's going to be worth it for you to purchase. You can see some other fuckers playing it, which is good.
Very, very useful tactic.
Yeah, it's not so bad. You can get some like random, just some random entertainment. Sometimes people are going to be, like right now, they're going to be playing some older games, might be nostalgic. Maybe you have a game that you always wanted to play, but you're old and possibly bald and you're not sure, if you have time to really play these like old school games and it's, sometimes somewhat complicated. Maybe you're going to watch a Twitch stream just to kind of enjoy a little part of it instead of making the full commitment and buying a video game.
That's what I'll do from now on. I'm just going to watch everybody play full games and then I'll be like, oh, well, it's kind of like I beat it.
That's how I felt. Honestly, that's how I felt. I'm like a huge Silent Hill fan. I barely played the games.
Oh, I feel like I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I watched Matt Dell play Silent Hill 2 all the way. So it's like I played it.
It kind of is. Yeah. I mean, you were there. You were present.
Yeah, I was definitely there and I experienced it all. I just wasn't holding the controller.
Who needs to play video games?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you don't need to necessarily play the game to experience it or enjoy it, And like I went and did my research about the game because Silent Hill 2 has some kind of deep metaphors and like definite reasons why the monsters are the way they are. Yeah. It has everything to do with sex.
Yeah, it does.
No, it's like
hot pyramid head sex.
Yeah, it's like the most sexual game. There is rape in it. One rape part, monster rape, but
mannequin rape, angry mannequin
metalhead rape. Oh, man. It's a good game though. It's about death. and
Family.
sexual
No, just
frustration. Like, death and wanting to fuck your wife. That's like literally what Silent Hill 2 is about. Like literally. Oh my
man.
god. That's why I like it. I don't know. Definitely a good franchise. I actually heard through Instagram, I don't know, that like a lot of the old devs from the Silent Hill franchise do want to make a new game. And as long as they don't do it under Konami, we're good, right?
Yes, fuck Konami.
As long as Konami or EA doesn't do it. Ubisoft.
Yeah, I
Team
mean,
up with Naughty Dog. I don't know.
Naughty Dog.
Like, wouldn't that be sick?
It could be. I mean, it could also be terrible. I think anything.
You
I think
know.
any project really has potential. If I guess you're right, because they would need to be piloted kind of and steered in the right direction.
It has to be a good. It has to be a good story, which I feel like with The Last of Us, Naughty Dog can possibly deliver. Uncharted 4 as well, I guess I heard, and that could be fucking cool.
I've never touched an Uncharted game.
Really.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Don't play the first one. It's
All right.
boring. It's just like kind of like the building blocks for what makes the rest of them great.
Mhm.
I really just, it's like literally not fucking worth it in my opinion. I mean, I played that one first, so I like thoroughly enjoyed it, but the rest of them just blow it away. 2 is like amazing. 3 is definitely enjoyable. It's short and easy enough to like go through it. And I heard 4 is like just building upon that and like making it better and better, which is cool. I always like them. They're cheesy, you know, as long as you're willing to get a little cheesy.
Yeah, I mean,
Indiana Jones.
there's a little bit of cheese in every game, huh?
Yeah, there's nothing really with some character. It's always like exaggerated characters. But you know, that's what makes it a game. Like sometimes I want to
Escape a reality.
Yeah, escape a reality and like exaggerate things and, you know, yeah, get lost in a world.
I feel like I'm learning about a lot about you tonight. I can't speak apparently. I have one margarita and my ability
yeah.
to speak goes out the window.
That's what happens. Well, I'm going to make you read out loud, so you're in for a treat.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Now that is it fall yet? Everyone's like, goodbye summer. Is it like the first day of fall, or is it just September 1st?
I feel like the earth itself decided,
It's
peace
fall.
out summer, it is fall. No, I think it's September 22nd is actually fall.
You're right.
But
Yeah,
you
it's
wouldn't
September
know
1st.
if I'm walking outside because I'm walking outside because it is probably like 47 degrees, maybe.
Yeah, it gets cold. Like, my AC broke. So now, like, we turned it on last night. I walked out of the bedroom today, and it was freezing in my whole house. I was like, the AC's on in my room, and it's colder out here. It was.
I don't think I can, like, in general, I don't think I would survive without air conditioning during the summer, but
yeah,
now
I use it for the noise. Like, honestly, me and Cassie are going to definitely in the winter time have the fan on, just for the noise.
I do that. Yeah.
I need to fall asleep. I need 3 things. It's definitely the fan on, some type of white noise. I need the light from the TV, the glow of the TV, and Kelsey Grammer.
Like Frasier?
Yeah, I pretty much go to bed to Frasier every night, I think.
What if you had to go to bed to like Cheers every night?
Oh, same. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. No, I could do Cheers. I'm just not really the biggest fan of Cheers, I guess. It's a little catchphrasey. Not catchphrasey, but punchliney.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea either, but
Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. No, I mean, Frasier is all about the punchlines, but they're like, it's it's smarter, you know.
I mean, I've been falling asleep every night watching something, but every time I wake up in the middle of the night and my TV is still on, it's Bar Rescue for some reason.
It's always Bar Rescue.
Every single time.
I feel like they took Bar Rescue off Hulu, and I'm pissed because I haven't even watched it. I haven't got to enjoy it yet. I've just been watching Kitchen Nightmares like nonstop.
I mean, it only bothers me because I don't watch reality TV pretty much, like,
really,
at all. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I probably definitely watch it. Certainly more than you, because I watch it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's I feel like a lot of people are surprised when I say that too, because I must strike them as the kind of person that watches a lot of reality TV. But
I know you,
like,
so I guess it doesn't really. Yeah.
It's not really my kind of thing. I'm like, if I wanted to watch people act crazy and stupid, I would just go downtown on like a weekend or
Oh my God, yeah.
sit in Kennedy Plaza for a little while.
Exactly. Yeah. True that. Yep. There it is. You got it fucking right. But I like the competition shows. That's the only ones I could fucking watch. Anything where it's just like people in a house. All right, except for maybe the Real World. I like the Real World because that's like the original. The show's been out for 25 fucking years. If you didn't know, it's been out forever.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
The only season I watched was France, I think.
France.
And
I don't think I've seen
and
that
I
one.
was probably in like the 7th or 8th grade at that point.
Okay. Yeah. I've been through a lot of the newer ones where it's like, 2009.
Oh,
and up.
Paris. Sorry, not France. Paris. Real World Paris. And I also apologize for cutting you off.
Yeah, parents first. Fucking. I lost my place.
It happens to the best of us.
Yep. Fucking. Do you know? Yeah, now that there's fall is approaching. Do you know what you're gonna be for Halloween?
I do.
Of course you do.
I decided last year.
I always know that you're ready.
Oh,
like I am.
I'm ready. Actually, I'm supposed to be doing my costume in tandem with Abby,
Oh, okay.
where I want to be the Green Arrow,
Okay.
and I asked her to be the Black Canary, which I haven't talked to her about it probably in like 8 months.
You can still make it happen.
So I gotta see if we're still doing that. But
Yeah, make it happen. She was like Chun-Li.
yeah, she was.
I'm sure
It's a
that
solid
she's
Chun-Li.
game for whatever.
I was Lando last year.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see that like black mark on the floor? That was Abby doing a low kick sweep as Chun-Li.
Wow, it's still there.
Yeah, a little bit of history right there. That was so long ago.
Never get rid of it.
Still there.
It's almost been a year. Because it's September now.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's like, I can't believe I've been in this house for a year. It's kind of crazy. Actually, now that it's September 1st, it's been 1 year today. Wow.
Happy house anniversary.
Yeah, it's my house anniversary today. That's kind of crazy. I didn't even think about that until, I don't know, just a second, but I did pay my rent in front of you.
You did do that,
I did
yes.
pay my rent.
I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah, because I put the money in, and I was like, oh, imagine if I put the money in my account and didn't pay the rent. Ha, 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 ha. That would be something I'd fucking do, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I paid my credit cards today, and it was the same scenario. I was like, oh, no.
And then you just made it. That reminds me, I got to pay my credit card.
You know what?
Not now, but
the first of the
tomorrow.
month is the worst.
Yeah. I got bills like the first week, 3 bills in the first week.
And forget going to the grocery store. Hope you don't need groceries. Don't do that for a couple days.
Bro, I don't even like factor groceries into my budget.
Oh, no, I just mean because
You just wing it.
it's going to be crowded. A lot of people go to the grocery store.
Oh my God. Is there like, I don't know. I'm going to start doing my groceries at like 11 at night. Fuck it, right? Be one of those weird people. It works. It's nice, peaceful.
It does. Someone actually told me that the other day. I feel like maybe Jamie Roberts, and I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, at least like Walmart, you could probably get there late and get it done because it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, it's the worst. I mean, I already don't want to go. Well, I live at home right now, so I don't have to go.
You don't have to go. Fuck it, right? Yeah.
But when I do have to go for whatever reason, it's always a chore, and I really wish that I was like plugging some sort of app right now that would just do it for me.
Oh, like, don't you want to? Yeah. Why don't they do like fucking Peapod for Uber? Uber for Peapod. You know? Like, why not?
I almost just spit tequila everywhere.
Sorry. I do a lot of voices, as you know.
Yeah. No, I enjoy them.
But me and Cassie want to be like from Ghost Adventures for Halloween. I think it'd be funny to go to a Halloween party and like try to hunt for ghosts all night.
That's the one with like the slightly obnoxious host, right?
Oh yeah, because they're all from Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, he's like unbearable. He's unbearable.
They wear like tap out hoodies and shit. Yeah,
and make like weird suggestive jokes about ghosts. I think I've seen that happen before.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically all. Yeah, the main character with his tats and his like neck tattoo.
He's supposed to be a human being, but he's actually just a character.
Yeah, exactly. We are here in the Linda Vista Hotel.
Oh my god!
Many unrestful spirits. It'll be so good to just do that around a party. But I'm gonna be the bald one. I'm gonna be the camera guy. Oh my god, dude! Did you feel that? I felt something on my neck. It'll be great. I'm ready for it. I think everyone's going to be annoyed with it by, like 10 minutes in, but fuck it.
It doesn't matter. You're there to have fun. Just like do your thing and have fun.
Exactly.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, it shouldn't matter.
No. Just might, walk into someone's room that I'm not supposed to at the wrong time. That's probably like the extent of my drunken ghost hunting fuck ups, right? That's the worst that can happen.
Yeah,
not causing any trouble.
I guess so. I mean, I guess you'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's not like high school anymore. It's not like I'm gonna like walk into something weird. We're all like, almost in our 30s.
When I go to a party now, which is rare because I'm tired a lot.
Yep.
I almost want to see something weird.
Yeah, no, you like kind of crave it because like it used to be like that.
I mean.
It used to be all crazy.
I used to throw really cool parties, as you know.
Yes.
And like some of the things, dude.
Part of this podcast is what I wanted to do was definitely do some crazy party stories. So if you could tell one
party story. All right. One comes to mind. Oh, two come to mind. All right.
Do two. I'll do two.
All right. I'm gonna stick to one. Because the other one I don't know. Maybe I'll sidebar. You can tell me if I should tell this story.
All right. Yeah. Do one. Let's do one and one.
All right. The biggest one that comes to mind is definitely when we lived on Siemens Street.
Okay.
Which is already funny because of the name.
Siemens. Yeah.
And.
SEAMAN, you sick fucks.
That's
Seaman
right.
Street.
Right. And we had it was an athletes versus mathletes party.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I remember we were like trying to get everyone out on the deck because it was this huge deck, and people started standing on a picnic table, and I was trying to get everyone together to take a picture from the balcony. And as everyone's standing and they start taking the picture, as soon as they wrap, the picnic table just crashes. And as it comes down, it hits the deck. And all of a sudden, just the center of the deck just collapsed.
Oh, my God.
Luckily, there was a hurricane a couple days later. And just not luckily, but like, you know what I mean.
Insurance. Or
when the landlord came and we showed him it, we were like, "Oh, a piece of that tree came down and
fucked the shit up. We moved the branches. I don't know why.
There definitely
it's
wasn't 100
indent
people standing on it at the same time.
That's a pretty good one. Okay.
I mean,
wow.
There's been so many things.
I don't have much of a crazy story as much as it's just a story I wanted to tell you because I wasn't sure if you were aware of it.
Oh,
but
tell me, please. I love stories.
Yeah, okay. when you lived off Mount Pleasant, right?
You talking about Yale?
Yeah. When you lived on Yale.
Yes.
You've lived on all like cool street names, huh? I got Garden Street. Garden. I live on Garden. All right. But yeah,
Garden is better than Siemens. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it depends who you ask, but yeah, I guess Garden is better than Siemens. But it's when you're on Yale, and I came home from work late, and Cassie picked me up to go to your house for a little shindig. And when she got to my house, she was like, I have an edible for you. I took one, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to go to Corey's. Like, I'm too fucked up. I was like, ha ha ha, shut up, bitch. Whatever, you know. And then, yeah, I was like, give me the fucking brownie. Bad fucking move, right? Oh my god. So like, you know, by the time I get there, I'm like, all right, you know, cooling, crack open my beer, and at this point, it's like early in the party, you know. You say a time. Everyone comes 45 minutes after that time.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Because I just like live and die in that 45 minutes. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Drink a little bit too much. I'm like, no one's coming. I'm so insecure.
Yeah, exactly. The high expectations. And then like, yeah, you just like, you anger drink. By the time everyone's here, you're like, what the fuck's going on, everybody?
2 hours later, I'm like running around like, oh, is everything all right? Yeah. Just like a lunatic.
Trying to play catch up, yeah.
Talking to like holding 6 conversations, or at least trying to.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to be a good host. But it was like about 6-7 people, you know, knew most of the people, you know. Megan probably was there.
My
you
girl.
Know. Yeah. And went outside, had a cigarette, and this is when they fucking hit me. I was like literally like, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of times I get so high I like start having a panic attack. So perfect example, yesterday. I went to Ethan's house. He's moving out of the Blue House.
What?
Yeah, he's moving to Boston, like outside of Boston. He's moving to Alston.
Whoa,
yeah.
R.I.P. Blue House. I lived there
Yeah.
for a time.
Yeah, so he's got a place in Alston now, but he's like moving all the shit out, so went to his house, did some dabs. I don't do dabs. And literally sitting there watching The Office, and it was like one of those like really frustrating episodes, and I like convinced myself I had Lyme disease. That's how high I was. I was like, because my I've been twitching for like 3 days, and like my left hand was like feeling weird, and I was like, my left side, do I have fucking Lyme disease? That's so hard to trace unless you ask a doctor, like just specifically like, can you check me for Lyme disease? Because they'll never find it until it's too late.
Do you want to know something crazy?
What?
I have Lyme disease.
Really?
Well, not current. Well, I mean, like, I don't, you know how you like have it forever?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
You have it.
Yeah. And I went to the doctor over and over again, and I was like, I'm so tired all the time. I don't know what's wrong.
Okay. Wow. I get really tired sometimes.
What?
I get really tired sometimes. I feel like I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna have to go to the doctor.
You should probably, yeah.
I'm getting the suspicion, and maybe hitting the dabs was maybe the kick in the pants I needed to like maybe go to the doctors about it.
Thank you.
I'm grateful. Yeah, thank you. Concentrated weed,
THC,
whatever
right?
the fuck that is.
I don't.
That shit freaks me out though. Sometimes it tastes like fucking gasoline. It's weird.
No, thank you.
But anyway, my other freak out, what I was telling you. Yeah, when I had the cigarette, I was outside, and I was just like fucking, like, it was just like I was just so unbelievably high. I couldn't stop thinking about how high I was. Once I got inside, like when I was outside, I could just hear more people coming in. And there being like 25 people. So it like almost tripled the amount of people that was inside the house. And I didn't know like a lot of them. And I just remember I felt like I fucking did an 8-ball of Coke in like 2 hits. Like just 2 nostrils. Literally. God. Because like every time someone moved their hand, their beard, I was just like looking right at them. I was just like every little thing I was like so aware of. And I was like, Cassie, we need to fucking leave. We gotta go. And then we left. I don't know if you remember any party that like I was there for 45 minutes. I was just so this tripping sack on weed edibles that I had to leave.
So I usually have a really good tally of who comes to a party at my house.
Yeah.
So I actually recall this evening because I asked Cassie later.
Okay.
What happened to you last night? And she was like, we did edibles and we had to leave.
Yeah, because she was like ready to not come, and I like did them and try to be a hero. And no.
You know what? It's all good. There's always another night.
I know why it happened. Joe Rogan told me something about a thing that your body produces called oxytocin, which makes ingesting weed like way more potent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the science, but I understand that much.
Yeah, it's like all because of something called oxytocin. But yeah, not to bring it back to Ghost Adventures, but I did find a crazy story from one of their episodes. Ooh. About a place in Portland. They have like an underground like tunnel system in Portland apparently because of
which Portland?
Portland, Oregon. Sorry.
Okay.
They the one on the west side.
The important one. I'm sorry,
the important
Maine.
one, yeah.
I'm sorry, Maine. I do love Portland, Maine.
Right. Yeah, Portland, Oregon, and like the tunnels, they pretty much snake through what's called like Old Town and Chinatown, and they're used for like practical businesses purposes. They serve like the seedy side of things in the city. Some part of these tunnels can be accessed, and they reveal like a dark cobweb maze that no one would want to enter without a strong flashlight and a good guide. Spirits are reputed to lurk here. Spooky. Of course, that's why it's on Ghost Adventures, right? Is it because men and women were carried off for human slavery operations through these tunnels? But like what they kind of went over in the episode was in the north end of town there was a bar known as Laszlo's Saloon, and it was basically like a fusion restaurant known as Hobo's. That's what it is today. So I don't know why they didn't just keep such a cool name like Laszlo's Saloon. It's called Hobo's now.
Serious downgrade.
So I watched the episode of Ghost Adventures where they went to Hobo's in Portland, and like that's kind of like where the main tunnel like runs under. So like these people would kind of, because it was like a port city, obviously, because it's Portland.
No way.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they like. They use the tunnels to like get easier access from the port areas to into the middle of the city. And like there was just this one fucking seedy ass bar, like almost in like exactly like a Final Fantasy show, like where it's like this like dangerous bar where you have a lot of people that are coming in and out, drifters, pirates, whatever, and they would just like be super friendly to them, buddy with them, and get them drunk or give them a little Cosby pill. Ooh. And kind of like bring them to like a little area of the saloon, and there was a trap door, and they just fucking drop, likely breaking their knees, and they would just like steal all their shit and imprison them in a cell for however fucking long. And like that's why they think like angry spirits and shit are in that area.
Wouldn't you be angry?
Yeah, exactly. They would either like hold them in a cell or like ship them off on a ship for like literally like like selling human trafficking. It's craziness.
That's just like so dark.
It's it's like so dark. Not to open up the stories with something so dark, but like shit, like inside the tunnels they would leave broken glass and spread on the floor, making it like harder for them to escape, because it would lead like a trail of blood for the people that entrap them to follow. But yeah, I mean the trapdoor's still there at Hobos. They like sealed up they tiled over the floor, but if you go in the basement you can like see it.
I saw a lot of stuff like that when I went to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. I mean, that's like
stuff.
when I think of New Orleans, I think of two things. Well, three things, I guess. I'm like a big fan of New Orleans. You've been there, which makes me incredibly jealous. Did you like buy a parade? Did you give yourself a parade?
There was a tropical storm, so there was no parade to be had.
Okay.
I gave myself a lot of drinks.
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of shopping, and a lot of really good food.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually think of three things. I think of what I think of like real America is what I think of New Orleans first. When I think of like what America, like great America, I think New Orleans because of...
Even though it's like super French.
Yeah, I mean, but like,
I know. No, I know what you mean.
turn of last century. It was, before Ellis Island.
Listen,
all the immigrants came in New Orleans.
I mean, it is very American.
Yeah.
If by American you mean like this waitress is gonna come over right now and like mouth feed you shots. That's the kind of America.
Yeah, I guess I don't think of New Orleans in today's light. I just think of
don't
it
get
like
me
what
wrong,
it
that's
was.
just like a section of it, but
yeah,
it's a heavily prevalent theme throughout.
Yeah, I guess I just think of like black people tooting on trumpets and hookers.
I mean, musically,
yeah.
it's awesome. I mean, I loved Frenchman. That was a good time. Some nice music.
Yeah. But do you want to read the next story?
I would love to. I don't know why I said it twice, but I'm going to say it one more time. I would love to.
All right.
Man fined for pretending to be ghosts in Portsmouth Cemetery. And I can't even read that without laughing.
Yeah, like, come on.
All right. So a man has been fined for pretending to be a ghost and other rowdy behavior in a cemetery. Anthony Stillard pleaded guilty at Portsmouth Magistrates Court to using threatening or abusive words or behavior likely to cause distress. The court heard that the 24-year-old has been out drinking with his friends when they went to Kingston Cemetery in Portsmouth, where they started to play football. A Hampshire police spokesperson said that witnesses complained to police about Stollard's rowdy behavior and his pretending to be a ghost. Wow. The witness reported the group engaging in rowdy behavior and one of them throwing their arms in the air and saying, "Woo!" He said.
Oh my God.
Stollard of Swansea, Hampshire was fined £35 in order to pay a £20 victim surcharge and a £20 in costs.
Victim charge.
Victim charge. A victim subcharge. Oh. Can you imagine do we have that in America? I don't think we do.
Surcharge? I don't know. I've never really been fined. So.
He also had an extra 3 months added to a conditional charge for previous harassment, which he was found to be in breach of, according to a Crown Prosecution Service spokeswoman. A charge of causing criminal damage to gravestones was dismissed. So he didn't mess up the gravestones. He just ran around yelling "woo." I mean,
that's some wholesome fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna arrest someone for that, or find someone for that.
Yeah, that's just some.
I will go do that right now.
That's just a good time, you know. That's just a good time.
Oh,
Like, I don't understand. Like, gotta find someone for that. Who's the victim? That's what I want to know. If you can.
oh my gosh! If the number of times that I've been harassed, but like with worse words.
Yeah, exactly.
I should get money for that.
I would just like to know if you can identify a victim in that crime, then I can justify the 20-pound surcharge. What's that? That's like $35 American. Come on.
I would just be irritated. I don't want to pay $35 for anything.
And who's close enough to wait? He's in a cemetery. Yeah, who's close enough to a cemetery to even like observe a ghost and claim that he's disturbing people?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you're loud
so
enough.
if they're out drinking, I mean, I might assume it's pretty late at night, right? Or like,
I mean, yeah.
at least nighttime.
I mean, yeah. I guess I misunderestimate the state of things.
My question is, what was the witness doing there?
Yeah, what was the witness doing there?
Just creepy.
Maybe I just don't understand how Hampshire is because, I mean, you know, England's pretty small. I'm sure, like, the fucking cemetery was, like, just, like, squeezed between maybe, like, two flats. Or, like, you know.
It's actually, like, a dead person risen from the grave.
Okay, hey, shut your fucking mouth there! Shut your fucking mouth!
Pulls out, like a razor cell phone, calling the police.
I don't know what part of the UK that voice comes from, but you know, it's like, what say you get me a cup of tea? Don't put too much fucking sugar in it. Don't know where that is on the map, but that's a voice in my wheelhouse.
You know what? It's okay. I'm just now realizing, like, why would a dead person have a razor? And why is that the cell phone that came to my head? You know what? I'm sorry.
I love razors. I was so jealous. I never got one.
Really?
Yeah, I never had one.
feel
I
like
wasn't on the cutting edge.
Oh. You're so witty.
That one just came to me. I'm sorry.
I'm slightly enamored right now.
All right, so I got a story, you know, from the Reddit Today I Fucked Ups, which always yields some decent stories. And this one, the title is Today I Fucked Up by Getting Stuck in a Cock Cage.
What?
Today, I repeat, today I fucked up by getting stuck in a cock cage. And even as I initially read this, I thought it was maybe also like the previous story, someone from the UK, and he got stuck in a bird cage.
That's what all right. Okay.
I might have spoiled it there, but let's press on here. Before I begin, I'm a male who has been seeing guys lately. I've started seeing this guy who is a cop and rather dominant. Okay. We were chatting one night about our sexual experiences and things that turn each other on. He explained rather delicately that cock cages are a big turn on for him.
Can we pause for a second? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I feel like this is going to be one of those stories where I ask you to pause because I want to comment on something immediately.
Okay.
I just know I'm going to laugh really hard.
Okay. That's okay. For whatever reason, that's fine. He explained to me rather delicately that cock cages are a big turn on for him, and then showed me a few that he had. So he has a few. That means like more than two.
Doesn't
that hurt? I mean, it must hurt.
What is a cock cage? I don't even know.
Okay. It I don't even know how to.
I like that you. I'm sorry. I have to comment.
Oh, I've seen one.
I like that you looked around as if you might have one laying around.
I might have something like a comparable model. No, I don't have a cock cage laying around, but I just like this. I was thinking of something that could.
Oh my gosh.
Possibly. it's like almost, I don't even know. It's like literally, I don't know if it like restricts your boner so you can't get one,
Like,
but it's like a
okay.
little thing that like, it's almost like a, I don't know, like a helmet. It's
think-
like chainmail.
I think I understand what you mean. You don't need to pull up a picture.
Oh, I won't. No, I'm not gonna.
I'm just kidding.
Nah,
I'm just
we're-
kidding.
I
So-
mean, you know, yeah, maybe we'll put one up later on, but.
sorry, I managed to get us off.
So a
topic
cock
again.
cage is a cage that you put on your cock. I don't really know much beyond that. This guy apparently had a few of them. And this guy that was dating the dominant cop was verbally like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. But mentally, I was like, who would do that? He really wanted me to try it on. I was hesitant but curious. I would think maybe because, like, is E the only person that has tried this one on? Maybe not. That is a little, you know, what's the washing? How do you wash a cock cage?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I hadn't even thought of that aspect of it.
Yeah,
but
because
now I'm a little like cringed out.
I mean, they're like, it's not like it's, I don't know. We were playing with the idea of it all, and he wanted me to keep it on while I went home. Okay. And as I was seeing him the next night, we would take it off then. Through that night, something happened with his family, and he didn't think twice and went to see his family on the other side of the country. He caught the earliest flight,
No.
leaving me with a cage around my cock and him with the key. He was really apologetic and will be back ASAP. Yeah. That was 2 days ago. Now I'm scoping for a locksmith. A cocksmith?
No. Oh.
That's in parentheses here.
Oh my God.
Or someone who can help out with this restriction. I just want my dick and freedom back. And for the too long didn't read. Dick stuck in a cage and can't get it out. Guy who has the keys on the other side of the country due to family emergency.
All right. I have. Oh God. There's so much going on here.
Yeah. I like the stories that took a turn.
I mean, it's already a strange tale. I mean, not strange, but like
It's an interesting. It's a precarious situation.
it's also a terrible situation.
Yes.
You know what? Moral of the story here, since, you know, we're talking fables and all. Moral of the story, don't let someone lock up your dick
For multiple days.
for multiple days, legitimately.
Yeah.
Don't even let it happen for a second. Look at this.
Yeah, maybe for the night.
Maybe.
Maybe be like,
Maybe no.
maybe no, but maybe the resolution here is agree to put on the cock cage as long as you can have the key.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would ruin like the kink for somebody though.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what it is with that kind of thing. If I learned anything from drugs or addictions, it's sometimes less about the act and more about the things leading up to it. Like when I did dabs last night, the magic of it was not figuring out what I wanted to get at Taco Bell and staring at the menu like, while like all these young little employees are just, you know, waltzing around with negative amount of social skills.
You know, last weekend, maybe the weekend before, I went to Taco Bell
Okay.
and they stole my debit card.
They stole your debit card. So what they
I mean,
put
like,
behind
I just
the
say that,
register?
but I mean, like, I was like a little stoned, had a couple drinks, went to Taco Bell. Of course, I wasn't driving, and they just forgot to give me my card back. But I like to think of it as they kept it because the woman there was quite hostile.
Quite hostile.
Yeah, I have the worst luck with like.
Which one did you go
employees.
to that they were hostile?
South Attleboro.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
Oh, do you have a story?
Okay. Now that you say that it's the Attleboro one, These motherfuckers are the fucking worst.
Tell me
Okay, the
about
worst Taco Bell that I've ever been to. Honestly. Okay. I just have like multiple stories, but like the drive-thru is always unbelievably slow. Going in is always slow. Just looking at the employees, they all come from the planet Floridia.
Oh boy!
They are.
Oh my God! You're kind of right.
They are literally descendants of the Floridians. I actually hit Taco Bell up on Twitter to complain about this. I DM'd Taco Bell because I was just like, this is bullshit. And then after I had the audacity to go again, went inside, so stoned, and I just like watched one of the employees like had just like a tray of food, and one of the tacos just fell right off the fucking tray. I was like, how do you do that? I just couldn't believe it.
I don't know if you've ever been to my Twitter page, but it's generally me talking about video games or
Yep.
bitching at some sort of corporate entity.
Yeah, I see you.
But I want to tell you something, and for anyone that hears this that has ever noticed or been annoyed by it,
Okay.
it works. They listen to you. They don't want you posting on a public forum and complaining about them. They will call you and they will give you things.
Oh yeah, they like immediately were like, DM me. Like, hit up the DMs. That was Taco Bell. They're like, yo, HMU. For real. And I did.
Did they give you anything?
Nothing.
Oh. What did they give you an apology?
No. I don't even know what they gave me. It's probably still in my DMs. Let's see. Let's find out. But while I pull that up, I will say the Seekonk Taco Bell, top-notch crew. Those people are awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, if I'm gonna knock one Taco Bell, I'm gonna give kudos to 3. Okay, so I don't know. I haven't been there in a couple years because I'm, not drunk on Fridays. Well,
I'm trying to be.
I'm drunk on this Friday. Usually on the weekends. You come back from salon or something. You go to Taco Bell if there's some time. And the weekend cruise, Friday and Saturday at Mineral Spring, amazing.
Oh, I like Mineral Spring.
They're great there. And the one in Seekonk, yeah, top notch. Also, I've only been there the daytime, but it's been the freshest ingredients so far. The one on Route 44, when they built the new KFC Taco Bell.
I love that one.
That one is amazing. That's like the best Taco Bell I've ever been to.
I like it a lot, and I also like that if I'm like really like feeling some kind of way, I can mix that up with KFC.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me ask you something. Actually, I'm gonna hold it for now. But
You're gonna hold it? Okay.
I'm gonna hold it because you know what? It's Friday night. I want to feel good. I don't want to get too political, and this is gonna get there.
So the Taco Bell team that I DM'd said, "Thanks for sharing all that with us. We'll send this over to our management team to take a look at it." So maybe there's something was done. Just kidding, because after I went, motherfuckers are dropping tacos. Oh my God, it's just a bunch of heroes.
Stealing debit cards. Don't forget that.
Yeah. When I went to the Mineral Spring one last night, I was so high. They didn't give me my drink, but I was like too stoned to even give a shit. I was like, I don't care that I paid for it. I'm not even gonna ask. I let that one go. I was like, you win this time. I'm laying down on that one because I'm not gonna ask.
You want to hear a little personal story, like a 5-second one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you familiar with Venmo?
Venmo, yeah, I just signed up for it, but I haven't like attached a card to it or anything like that.
So, I got it a while back, and it's very convenient, I have to say.
Okay, fast.
Yeah, and I usually am always the one to like, if we get something, I put it on my card and then just give me money. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And I also recently wiped my phone, so I had to re-download all my apps.
Oh, shit. Okay.
As you have to do
when
you unfortunately have to wipe a phone.
Yep.
And when I logged back in, I realized I had been neglecting Venmo, and I had $100.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. And I was like, transfer to bank. Whoa.
Hell yeah.
It's Mike Harris, I'm telling you. I always pay. And then I'm like, Venmo me $3, bitch.
Mike Harris. It's the second time Mike Harris has come up on this podcast so far in the career, in the fifth episode, episode 5.
Episode 5. It's like a kind of like a milestone. Ooh.
It's a mile mark. I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. No, it's a milestone. Yeah. So he gets the second shout out. Let's do some shout outs. Let's do a couple.
Right.
Number 1 shout out Nick Padula.
Oh, he's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, I'm shouting out Nick Padula, and shout out Frank Fitted. That's my 2.
Oh, do I have to do 2?
You don't
now?
have to
or do
do
I only
2.
do to do 1 because I already did 1?
Yeah, you did 1, so do 1 more.
All right. You know what? Shout out to Cassie because where is she?
She's working her little bum off.
I love her.
So she's doing.
I miss her.
But we're gonna have to get a 3-way podcast and make it happen. Darfinley. It'll be fun.
I love that idea.
Yeah. This mixer actually has 4 inputs, so I could get 4, but I only have 3 mics.
Oh man.
The other one I have is like this little dick one. It's like it just looks like a little
baby dick.
little baby dick. Yeah. It's a little bigger than a baby dick, but you know, if a baby dick could get erect,
is it chode like? No.
No, it's not chode like. It's actually quite thin and sleek. It's an overhead.
Oh.
But anyway, let's do one more story and close it out.
Oh. Let's
so
do
wanna
it.
Do 2 more stories?
Let's do 1 and see where it leads us.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's do. No, actually, I kind of wanted to skip that one because it's kind of a bummer. Unless you wanted to read it.
No, I mean, no.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer.
It's a very downer. Have you been in a down mood this week?
No, actually, I've actually been feeling good, but you know, darkness is around the corner, isn't it?
Always.
That's just something I fear. Talk about the deep darkies sometimes. We all have them. Gonna do another PVD story.
I love the local shit.
The local shit's nice.
Local shit is amazing.
Definitely. Take it away.
Lincoln High School teacher coach accused of embezzlement. Ooh. 32-year-old Andrew Hallam of Warwick faced a judge Monday charged with embezzlement. The Lincoln High School English teacher and head baseball coach is accused of stealing money from a baseball team fundraiser over a 3-year period. That's terrible.
Yeah, there really is. Like, come on, man.
It was the Lincoln School Committee that first went to state police with a complaint about missing money. The fundraiser involved selling discount cards for $20 each, with half of the money going to the high school and the other half going to an outside agency, Adrenaline Fundraiser. Okay. According to state police, the amount raised from the cards and the amount in the student activity bank account just didn't add up. Hallam is accused of stealing $8,440 during 2014, 2015, and 2016.
8 G's.
Wow. In addition to being the head baseball coach, he also coached girls basketball. He was terminated by the Lincoln School Committee on August 7th and no longer works for the district as a teacher or a coach. All right. So
It's dick.
that's a lot of money. Like
For
no,
a fundraiser, that's a lot.
yeah.
Definitely. It's not a lot of money. Like 10,
Right.
Like
That's what I mean.
8 G's, that ain't dick
No.
in the real world. That's
I could spend that in like 3 days.
I say, like, you know, that's nothing at all. But for a fundraiser, that seems like quite a fucking bit over the course of 1,000 days.
Yeah, I mean, and also, what a jerk.
Yeah, it's dick. It's wicked dick.
The kids.
Yeah. Yeah, the poor kids, you know? They worked hard. He, like, profited off, like, indentured child labor. Because are the kids doing the fundraising?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's bullshit.
Discount cards. And I think I know the ones that they're talking about, too. Maybe.
Wow.
Like the cards where they give you various benefits at locations.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I making any sense?
I think I know. Yeah.
I could also be wrong.
I don't know. That's some fucked up shit. Rhode Island, sometimes maybe it's just the news stories, but it's a lot of just bum assholes in this world.
Yeah,
but
people are terrible.
I found a shorter story to lighten it up. It's not about Rhode Island. I guess it's something in the Midwest or the South just by this, but I think it's from a story which probably sparked why I want to start doing a segment of crazy parties. It was like, what's the craziest or most ridiculous thing you've seen at a party? So here we go. Wow. Okay. Now that I'm reading it, Jesus Christ. This happened at a friend of a friend's 17th birthday party. Birthday girl's boyfriend brings his cousin to the party. Everyone gets drunk, as you do, being 17. Boyfriend disappears and the search is on. Birthday girl eventually finds him fucking his cousin in the bathroom. My favorite quote from the ensuing argument was, "Your breath smells like your cousin's pussy." This didn't seem to matter much. They're married now with 2 kids. I guess drunken incest can't stand in the way of true love.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I just thought that quote was just like incredible.
Incredible doesn't describe it.
I know, it's good. It's incredible.
That's fucking magical. It's magic.
Yeah, I mean, it's the internet, so you don't know if it's true. That's why we call it's called PVD Fables.
So, all right. Remember earlier when I said I had another story, but I wasn't sure?
You sure now?
Well, now you've laid the groundwork. You've laid a groundwork for me, and this is not from the internet. This is from my life.
This is from okay. Let's do it.
And thank God I was only a witness to this in my own home, and so this probably goes back. Yeah, like 2011. This same house, Siemens Street.
Siemens, yeah.
Where all the whole awful horror stories come from.
Yep.
What your nightmares are made of. I remember one of my roommates, and he was drinking a lot.
Okay.
And there was this girl who I will not name.
Yeah, let's not.
I don't even. But to keep it name free. So no, they started like talking or whatever. They were hanging out, and she went in his room, and they locked the door. Everyone knows what that means. So a little while later, everyone, I think, noticed that they were gone, and so we're fucking around and we're knocking on his door. We're like, "Hey, come on, guys, come out of there." And the next thing you know, you hear the front door open, and she walks in, and she's like, "Oh, hey guys, what's everybody doing?" And we're like, "Dude, you were just in there." And she's like, "No, I wasn't." We're like, "All right, then like, where are your shoes? Why is your hair so messy?"
My God.
It turns out that this girl had climbed out his window and then came around the front to try to pretend like we didn't all know what just happened.
Wow.
And I wish the story ended there. Because then, of course, a bunch of people stay over because, don't drink and drive.
Yeah, practice safe,
And then she tries to get in bed with a mutual friend of ours.
Oh, my God.
And have sex with him. But this is only 2 or 3 hours ago. She was banging my roommate, who was just sleeping a room over.
Oh my God.
And you know what? I'm not going to make this a sexist thing. I'm just going to say across the board, respect yourself. Men, women, anybody listening, respect yourself.
Respect yourself. All parties around. Jesus. Well, there it is. Should we end it on respect yourself?
I think we should end it on respect yourself.
All right. So yeah, respect yourself. And this was PVD Fables. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye. That's pretty good.